Oliver, you're reporting about Jen Psaki, who is still White House press secretary, but is expected to join MSNBC next month. She's going to have a show on the streaming service Peacock. And you heard that ruffled some feathers inside NBC News, inside the news division at NBC.
Yeah, it's definitely left, Brian, some people inside NBC News feeling very upset. They think that this might tarnish the NBC News brand.
Hi, this is Alonzo Bodden back again with Rebel HQ and TYT. We're talking about this story of Jen Psaki going to work for NBC News. It looks like she's going to go to the Peacock network or maybe do some stuff for MSNBC. And this little round table over at CNN seems to have a problem with it, which is utter nonsense. Jen Psaki should go into the news. Why? Because she's a press secretary. See that word press? See how it works? Press, news, same thing. She is qualified. She's sharp. She's answered a bunch of dumb questions, and you know what? She knows how to handle Fox, which is something MSNBC and CNN, by the way, could use. Someone who could handle Fox News. Maybe that's it. Maybe CNN is just jealous because they couldn't get her.
I mean, there is a history of White House press secretaries going to news organizations, but in this case, there's no transition period from Jen Psaki leaving the White House podium and basically going directly to hosting a show on MSNBC. And this news broke while she's still White House press secretary. So you have like NBC News journalists who it's their job to basically be grilling a future colleague in the briefing room. And so it's an awkward dynamic.
A White House press secretary goes to work for a news outlet and they have a problem with it. Guess what? Kelly McEnany went to work for Fox News and she was a liar. She didn't know what she was doing and they have no problem with her working over there. Matter of fact, hasn't everyone from the Trump White House got a job at Fox News? I'm just saying, it seemed like a bit of a pipeline. Leave here and go there. They're saying maybe she should do something else in between. Talking about Jen Psaki. I don't know, maybe what? Dancing with the Stars? Like Spicer? Well, see, she never hid in the bushes to get away from questions, so she's not really qualified like Spicer. Or, here's another hire that NBC made because they're worried about tarnishing the brand. Really? They hired Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly is an awful person. You know how I know Megyn Kelly's an awful person? Because I've seen her on TV. Megyn Kelly had some kind of morning show on NBC or MSNBC or something. It lasted no time at all because people didn't like her. Okay? Megyn Kelly was great at Fox propaganda. She was not good at actually delivering news or talking to people. And NBC ended up paying her, I don't know, $30 million or something and said, you know what, just keep the money and go away. And they're worried about Jen Psaki tarnishing the brand. Didn't they have a Matt Lauer Me Too issue going on? Yeah, I don't think Jen's going to tarnish the brand. I think Jen might be the polishing cloth that the brand needs.
But I do think there's something very, very wrong about being at the podium in the White House, walking out, joining Comcast, presumably being paid millions of dollars to opine on Joe Biden. Like there should be a period of time where, you know, you go off into industry and then you come back and perhaps then you go to TV. But this move seems too fast to me.
So the reporters at CNN said, well, maybe she should go off into industry for a while. Exactly what industry do you think she should go off into? Should she become a lobbyist for some oil company or some big drug company or some other corporation that's ripping off the government and use her inside connections to help them? Would that be so much better? Listen, you know what industry she's in? She's in the press industry. See, she's been answering questions and now she's going to move over to asking questions. That would be the same industry. That's what she does. That's why she's being offered big money from NBC. Also, she's going to the Peacock network. Do you have the Peacock network? Yeah, neither do I. Or maybe I do, and I just don't know about it. Because that's what Peacock is. It's that network you have that's in there somewhere that you can watch reruns of NBC shows, but you're really not sure if you have it or not. And then you download it and you're like, damn, I already had Peacock. I didn't even know it. She's going to Peacock. She may do some stuff for MSNBC, and good for her because she is qualified. Can you tell I'm a Jen Psaki fan? Have you seen how she handles that idiot Ducey from Fox News? Do you see how smooth she is? The woman is prepared, smart, can handle pressure. She does a great job. Why do you think she would not be a great reporter? As these clowns sit here gossiping about her, why do they think that she probably can't do what we do? I'm pretty sure she can, and I think Jen Psaki will do a great job.
I do hear that they're working on something. Perhaps it is a bit of a break between the two jobs to, make sure there are less questions about the ethics.
Now, I'm no expert on news. I'm no expert on journalism, okay? I'm a stand-up comic. That's what I do. Now, I've had these jobs. Listen, I'm happy when TYT asked me to come around and drop my opinions. I did talk radio for a while, and that's how I knew Larry Elder wasn't qualified to be governor, because I had the same job that he did. You know who does stand-up comedy? Everybody. Everybody thinks they can do my job. Glenn Big Baby Davis, who I love as a basketball player, is headlining an improv. Stormy Daniels had a comedy tour. T.I., the rapper, is doing stand-up comedy now. And look, so what? It doesn't matter. You know why? You know why I'm not bothered by Glenn Big Baby Davis headlining the improv on a Sunday night? Because I'm pretty confident I'm funnier than Big Baby. He's bigger than me. He's a better ball player than me, but I think I got him beat on the funny. You hear that, Blake Griffin? Yeah, I'm funnier than you too. You're tall and you can jump, but I'm funny. My point? Let people do what they want to do. If they're good, they'll rise to the surface. If they don't, they'll fail. Jen Psaki is qualified to be a reporter. Let her go to NBC. Let her do her thing, and let's see if it pays off. NBC has made mistakes before. Remember, Conan O'Brien and The Tonight Show? Yeah, not the greatest move. They're worried about tarnishing the brand. Don't worry about tarnishing the brand, NBC. Grab her. She does great. I think she'll do a great job. And if she doesn't, the show will get canceled. That's television. It's how it works. Stop it with this ridiculous gossip.